Hey, what's up, you guys? Now, this video coming back to you here in a sunny Florida day. Feels like summer. It's actually April. So let's begin. We're gonna talk a little bit about the real estate entities. These are very important. These are the different entities within your community, and some which you will take part of. So this is actually pretty important, and it is on the test. So make sure you focus. Now, first and foremost, we're gonna start with NAR. You probably heard of this. It's the National Association of Realtors. Now, once you get your designation of realtor, you join your board, your local board. I'm actually a member of the Miami Association, which is part of the Southeast Association, which is part of the Florida Association, which is part of the National Association. So all in all, it's like 3 memberships in a while. I'm actually going to a meeting with them right now. Now this is very important. You know, you're gonna join your board. You have to pay a fee. This is what's gonna give you access to the MLS, which is the multiple listing service. That's where you find all your leads, all your different listings. You can post your listing. It's basically like an eBay for houses, right? Or like a Craigslist for houses, if you may. Like a Zillow, only that it's the real thing. You know, you have everything's up to date, or well, it should be, and it's pretty much like the real Zillow. It's like if you paid for like a real good one that actually works. Zillow's good, but usually their data is old, and you may find houses for sale that are not for sale, or leasings that are already leased out. So it's just not up to date. But it does have some good data. You know, it works. If you don't want to pay nobody, which is you know, it works. Let's just say that. Now, the DBPR, which is the department, it's the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. Now, if you're gonna get any form of license, you're gonna do any business whatsoever, this is the people you're gonna contact. When you apply for your license, this is who you're gonna contact. Is the department. I'm actually gonna talk a little bit more into detail after I give you a little overview of the rest. Now we have the Real Estate Commission, which is the FREC, or Florida Real Estate Commission. And we have the division, which is the DRE, or the Division of Real Estate. Now let me get a little bit more into detail about this particular entities and why they're important.
The Department, or the Department of Business and Professional Regulations. Under Chapter 455 of the Florida Statutes, the DBPR was created to oversee, license, and regulate both businesses and professionals in the state of Florida. The head of the department is called the Secretary. The Secretary is appointed by the Governor and approved by the Senate. He or she has no term limit and serves at the pleasure of the Governor. The department falls under the executive branch, and the principal office is in the state capital of Tallahassee. The department's powers. The department does not have the power to issue an injunction, although it can seek one from the courts if they find a violation. The DBPR may issue a cease and desist order against anyone performing without a license. The cease and desist order, of course, means to stop. Citations issued by the department may not exceed $5,000 per offense. The department may issue a cease and desist order, issue subpoenas, take dispositions, and administer oaths and mediate. Mediation. Mediation takes place when the issue is just monetary and can be resolved by the licensees. Licensees have 14 days after being contacted by a mediator to agree to mediate. The problem must be solved within 60 days. The department handles investigations and, if needed, prosecution through the division. Enforcement costs are, of course, paid by the licensees. The Division of Real Estate, or DRE. The office is located in Orlando, Florida. The division's purpose is to protect the public. The division's director is picked by the department's secretary and has to be approved by the commission. The director is a state employee on a salary pay. He or she acts as the division's day-to-day manager. The DRE's duties involve licensing, regulation, and examination. The Florida Real Estate Commission, or FREC. Of course, it has quasi-judicial powers. This power cannot be delegated and requires a group vote. It is also allowed to issue punishment for rule and law breaking. It can deny applications and set fines. It can also suspend a license or place the licensee on probation. Also, It is composed of 7 active members, 4 licensed brokers with at least 5 years of experience, 2 non-licensed, non-real estate members. These members are meant to act as the public members, so they're really representing the public's interest. They are called the lay members. And 1 broker or sales associate with 2 years of experience. One of these members must be above 60 years of age. Florida Real Estate Commission. Don't forget, members serve 4-year terms and are appointed by the governor. Members are not salaried but do receive per diem compensation, which is a pay-per-day allowance. The Florida Real Estate Commission's meetings. Meetings occur at least once a month in the Orlando office. Once a year, there's an election meeting in which a chair or vice chairman are chosen. Of course, this can also be a chair lady or a vice chair lady. And finally, all meetings and actions have to be documented and stamped by their seal of approval in order to verify that these meetings and actions did take place. Now, I hope this chapter review was able to help you guys out a lot. I hope you guys are able to write it down, pause the video whenever you guys want, be able to review this right before your exam, and I hope you guys pass the exam and pass it well. Once again, this is Rodrigo signing off, and next week we'll continue. Thank you guys, and I hope this video helped you guys out.